Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got his man down the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when they were West, that was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Moore. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Now trying to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 7.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. The Huskies offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Boston. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. Still running at the 40. Powers through. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And to have a rush rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Fast motion in the jet sweep. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan 14, Washington 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing.
And down he goes back at the 3. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Scanning the field, it's Rodgers. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the coverage team surrounding the ball, no chance for the return man to get in there on that one. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Now rolling to the left. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Buying some time. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense doing work. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off-play action on first down. Fires on the move. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top one.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. The give to the lone running back. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, Dave.
Flying down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets to his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. And now on second down for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Give to the running back. Ran through the contact. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Seeing he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. To throw, it's Orji. Gets it out fast. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Wolverines! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Orji. Back open in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Offense in an empty set. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He'll throw it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for you.
All kinds of running room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. A touchdown, Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Michigan, 35. Washington, 28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. 1st down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Smart move to keep it on the ground. The Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He'll pull it down and run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Moore. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw. It's Orji. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect. Protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, and give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he
lofts one high and deep. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly...